Okay. That's better.
Are we finally on?
Yes.
That was frustrating. Extremely frustrating.
Yeah. Okay.
We had set this up hours and hours and hours ago. We set this up. And for some reason, I could not get YouTube.
No, you set it up to release a video like what PVA does for its happenings. You didn't set up. You set up like You set up like the live, upload of a video.
I did
you,
it.
not an actual live.
I think I did it the same way I've always done it. And I guess YouTube's interface changed and we were just completely unable to get in. So I apologize for the delay. Hopefully people didn't get on and use the link and jump out. But there's nothing we can do about it now. But
Yeah.
I'm really sorry and frustrated.
It's fine.
So there we go.
So,
Yeah.
what do we?
How many people are in?
2.
There's 2 people. All right. You can always add something in the chat if you have questions. We're going to talk about our Falcon. I don't know if this microphone is picking us up really well because I'm not getting a lot of.
I think it is.
Stuff here.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
All right.
Okay, so Falcon and Winter Soldier ends tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow is a fine finale. Are we going to get up before early and watch it?
I think so. I think that's the plan. So I haven't seen as many theories on this show as I have for WandaVision. So I don't really have any kind of theories, I guess, going into it. It also it's the kind of show where it's not set up to have the theories, I guess, in the way WandaVision did. So I got nothing. I said this in the Disney Reassembled, but I don't think this is the last we'll see of John Walker. You think they're gonna lock him away on the raft? I think this is not the last. I think he'll be around. He'll be back.
I think what we can do is go through the different characters and try to throw out ideas of what we think might happen for all the major characters in the story. I think that would be really good because they're going to have a big showdown. They're going to have a big showdown to kind of complete some of the story arcs in the show. I think that'll be really interesting. We talked about some of this on our Patreon, but I have some other ideas that I didn't share on the Patreon thing.
Okay.
That I didn't share there. Do you want me to do a dad joke for the live stream?
Sure.
All right. Let me see if I can. Okay. At some point, Donald got very, very, very frustrated with Goofy because of Goofy's lack of sense of direction. Donald knew he struggled with his sense of direction when Goofy packed up and right.
That's funny.
Get it? Instead of left, he right. So there you go.
That's good.
There's a dad joke for a live stream.
Okay, now we're going to talk about Winter Soldier.
Right.
Sorry,
so
I'm very tired. Today was a long day for me.
So first question, do you think there will be a second season of Falcon and Winter Soldier?
No.
I want to make sure the mic's getting you because your voice is tiny. You got a tiny voice.
Well,
Do you think this will be one and done?
Yeah, I think it's going to be one and done. I think all of the series that we're seeing right now are going to be one and done because I think they are setting up future projects. Like WandaVision set up the Doctor Strange movie or gave a little context, I guess, to that. And I think the relationship between Bucky and Sam is going to be developed further in movies and other projects. I don't think we'll see them alone together in their own thing a second year in a row. The Loki project, we still don't know a lot about what's going on with that show. We know the plot, we know, the characters, essentially. We have a rough framework, so I can't exactly attest to that. But I think all of the projects we're getting from Marvel that are not films are going to be one and dones because they are to add to the plot of this timeline of movies instead of being their own standalone project.
I think there's a chance there could be additional Falcon and Winter Soldier series, because the way it's set up with the two of them just doing adventures on their own,
Mhm.
I think that is a good setup for an ongoing series with different seasons where they have different challenges that they have to do together. I think this is, to me, this is set up more to be an ongoing series than WandaVision. I really don't want another season of
No,
WandaVision, but I
because
would,
WandaVision did what it needed to
yeah, I
do.
think I would want, I could see more Falcon and Winter Soldier, because I don't think those characters are going to be so involved in all the movies that they're going to be in all the movies. I think they are a perfect pairing for a Disney Plus series.
See, I don't disagree, but I feel like a lot of people like Falcon and Winter Soldier and nothing else. They just like it. They don't love it. They're not throwing themselves into it. They just like it. They like the show because it's Marvel and it's Marvel's producing. So I don't know if a second season would be beneficial.
I think it lends
Like
itself to that kind of story. I mean, they
like
may not, but
I don't know if I would watch the second season of Falcon and Winter Soldier because as of this moment I'm watching it because I think it's going to set up something else or ask new questions that I'm gonna have to think about for the next few months as things come out. But as of I think that's part of why I don't like it as much because it's not making me ask those questions. And I really like asking those questions.
mhm.
So like if they do a second season, I don't know if I'll watch it because
Oh yeah, we'll
because then
watch it.
it'll turn into like a Agents of Shield kind of thing.
But
And
I think
like I
that's what it
don't
could. I think it very well could. I don't know. I just think the way it's set up, it lends itself to more if they want to do more. But if they don't want to do more, then that's fine too. But I think
yeah.
if they decided Falcon and Winter Soldier would be a type of show with other seasons, I think the way they've set it up, they could definitely have additional seasons of Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's what I think.
I think they
What do you
could.
guys think? If you're watching, put it in the chat. So there we go.
Yeah.
Magic
Okay.
and a Mouse Radio's here. Hey,
Hey.
Bill, good to see you. Andrew, as usual, thanks for joining. So we're talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier finale. We're probably going to wake up early tomorrow morning and watch it before we have
Wake
to
up
get
at like
ready.
5.
Something like that. I think it's probably going
Yeah.
to be over an hour this episode. So we'll get up and
So we
watch
get
the
up at
show and do all
4.
that stuff. Mimi
So
and I were
excited.
we were just talking about whether or not we think a second season. I think there could be a second season if they wanted it. I think the story and the way they've set up the relationship, the storylines lend itself to an ongoing story.
Right. Like it's not like WandaVision.
Well,
I
it's
know.
Sam and his family back in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Could be a side story all the time, and Bucky's redemption arc, going to all the different people he's got to see, could
See,
be a
I
side
would
story that
rather
would go
watch a
on.
show of Bucky making his um what was I gonna say?
Making amends.
Making amends. Yep. I would
Yeah.
rather watch that than watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. But make it a comedy. Make it Bucky messing around, making amends with these people, lighthearted, funny show.
Yep.
I would rather watch that than watch Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I think you have to have two of them. I don't think.
Yes. There are only 6 episodes.
Yeah, Bill, Magic and Mouse. Yes, tomorrow is the last episode, is the finale of the series, unless they do another season. I don't think Bucky alone. I think I'd get tired of him just seeking out people that he's done bad things to.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I think you
like,
have to
that's
have
how
the two
you
of them.
bring in the Bucky character development that we need. That's
Well,
not just him going from evil to good.
But you can always
Like
bring
now
other
he's a character
characters
on top of being a good character.
But I could see them going on side adventures, and maybe if Sharon Carter
I don't know. I think the Sharon Carter thing is a good segue because you said that you thought Sharon Carter was the power broker.
I don't
or
think she
had
is. I changed
a
my mind.
direct. Yeah, because I disagree with you. I don't think Sharon Carter is the power broker. I do think she's gonna be one of those like Loki kind of characters, like
Right. Where she just comes in and out.
anti-hero, whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. So let's talk about her. It's a good one to start with. What do you think will happen to her in the finale?
I think so she hired that guy. Okay, so she hired the same guy that Carly did to kill Sam.
Right.
But, like Carly hired him to kill Sam.
Right.
Sharon hired him for something else.
Right.
So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I think she's gonna kind of quietly make her exit from the show, and we're supposed to like forget about it. I don't know if she's gonna be directly addressed because there's so much other stuff going on.
Right.
So I think she's gonna be quietly ignored.
I think she will find a way to do something to clear her name to be able to go back
Yeah.
out in the public. So I think she'll do something heroic, either to clear her name, or if you want to go to an extreme, some characters are not going to. I just have a feeling some characters aren't going to make it. There's going to be some bloodshed. Someone's not going to make it out of
Right. I
this.
don't think
She
Carly
could
and
be
the
one that I could see sacrificing herself, maybe, and clearing her name or something
See,
like
but I
that.
think
I don't
that would
know.
be weird because she's just not she wasn't in it enough to make that hero sacrifice a big deal the way it was for Tony Stark or even, Steve Rogers going back in time.
Yeah,
Like
I
it
don't
would
know.
be so minuscule,
I don't know. She's
you
not that.
know?
I don't know.
Like why do it?
Her character's okay. I'm not
I don't
all that
love her
important.
character.
So
I also don't know enough about
I
her
don't know. We're
character.
spending a lot of time talking about a character that we don't really care for that
I
much.
agree with Andrew. I think this is going to set up a new Captain America movie.
Possibly,
How good that
but
movie will be,
I don't know.
not sure.
I don't know. I think
But
that's a good question.
see, like, I don't love Sam. But I think that's because I don't love
I like
Falcon.
Sam.
I don't like Falcon. Like, I just think that hero was like weird.
I
But like
don't.
I like Sam, I guess. I don't know. I just wish I wanted to throw myself into Falcon and Winter Soldier the way I did for WandaVision.
Well, Magic and Mouse Radio says he thinks Falcon's gonna get the shield.
Yeah,
We all
probably.
know that. I think we all agree. That's what we're all thinking too. We were kind of hoping Bucky would get it.
Yeah,
'Cause I think that
wanted
would be a
Bucky to
great-
get the shield.
Right. I think we said that. I think that would be a great way to wrap up that particular storyline for Bucky,
Yeah.
where he goes to war, gets captured, gets brainwashed, fights through all that, comes back, makes
Right.
amends, and then
Now
gets
he
the shit. But
has
it's not
to
going to happen.
stay Winter Soldier or like White Tiger or whatever he is.
Was that what they called him?
I think so.
White Wolf.
White Wolf.
White Wolf. So
Yeah.
Andrew wants to know who do we think the power broker is or the benefactor. So this is a good question.
Okay, I think the power broker is Val Fontaine.
I think they're going to. I think there will be a reveal of a character that we haven't seen yet in the show in the finale.
That we're not going to know anything about, and then we're
Well,
going to
no.
Hey,
That's
and
going.
then leave.
No, I don't think that. I think that is a character we've seen before, but it's setting that character up for bigger things in the large universe. So I'm going to guess that it is General Thunderbolt Ross. I think he is the benefactor. I think he's the power broker.
And bring in the X-Men?
Yeah.
And that's how they bring in the X-Men?
I like this theory I heard, that he has Val working for him, that he is trying to set up his anti-Avengers group of anti-heroes all on the raft.
So, like,
he's got Zemo there. He's got the Abominations probably still there.
Walker.
John Walker may end up there, because I don't think they'll kill off John Walker.
That's what I said. John Walker is not going away.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to kill him off. I don't think they're going to kill him off. I think they're going to save. They're going to use that character.
He did too much for them to just,
I do think Carly and the Flag Smashers are expendable. Even though the actress who plays her, has been in a couple of things, she's pretty well known, somewhat well known. I think they're expendable.
Yeah, I think they're done.
I think a new real villain will emerge, but we won't have any conflict with them. It'll be setting something up, possibly, or leading to or suggesting some conflict down the road. So I don't know about that. I think Carly and the Flag Smashers, and I think my idea would be that they go out, but they go out trying to do something decent. Maybe. I don't know.
I think, okay, so if Val isn't the power broker, Val has a direct link to the power broker. Like, I just think she's too mysterious to not. And then if they do bring in the anti-Avengers with Captain Ross and John Walker and Abomination and Zemo, I think what's going to happen is they're going to make that group or suggest it, develop it, and then we get the new Captain America movie, and then we get a new Avengers movie with Sam as Captain America.
Well, Marvel has laid out all the movies they're going to put out in the next X number of years to the next couple of phases. There is no new Captain America movie
But
on
they
the
don't always
list.
tell us everything. Like, that's the thing.
They would. I think they would.
I don't
They
think
would.
so. I
Well, they've
disagree.
told you everything else. Why would they hide that?
But like, why would they say, "Hey, there's a new Captain America movie," but also Captain America's dead?
Well, because the hype is there's one coming. Who's going to play Captain America? It gets people talking about it.
Also, why is Chris Evans still signed with Marvel? His character is dead.
Well, he gets paid every time they use his likeness. So
No, but like he was like signed for a movie. I don't know what it is. I think it's like flashback scenes probably, but like still.
So Magic Mouse says, "Who's the blonde?" So the blonde woman who made the call in the last episode, that's Sharon Carter.
And
That
she
is
was
Peggy Carter's niece. So Peggy Carter being Steve Rogers' love interest. Sharon is her niece. She's a shield agent from the Winter Soldier movie and from Civil War.
and she was calling the bounty hunter guy.
Right. She was calling the guy that in the very first episode Falcon had to fight with, and she was telling him where they would be so they could go get him. I think she's playing some kind of double agent, triple agent thing. There's an angle to that we'll find out about.
Okay, Steve.
Andrew says Steve
dead,
isn't dead.
But
I don't
Steve
know.
is an old man in this timeline.
I think we'll find out more definitively what the deal is with Steve Rogers in the last episode. Here's
think
what's
he's
not
in
going to happen, but here's
space.
what I hope would happen.
What?
I hope at some point old man Cap comes out of the shadow and sucker punches John Walker and then stands over him and says, "Take that, poser.
I don't think they'll bring him in for like
Take
2
that, poser."
minutes. You know what I think would be really cool?
What?
This is like really stupid. And like I don't believe in this at all. So like take this with a grain of salt. I think it would be really funny. So you know at the end of WandaVision, they send what's her name? Today's been a very long day.
Agatha?
No. The other one.
Wanda?
No.
What other one? What? Oh, Monica Rambeau?
Yeah. It's been a very long day. So they're like, man, it's been a long day. They they tell her to like go up,
Right.
you know, and we're like, oh, it's like
So you think somebody else is going up? Who's going up?
I think Steve Rogers is in a space camp and he called for Monica Rambeau, not Nick Fury.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't believe
I think
I don't believe
it's implied. I think that Steve may be dead because otherwise, why would Sam have given the shield out without talking to Steve?
Right. Like, exactly. Like that's the thing. There was also like a rumor that there was going to be scenes of Steve's funeral in the first episode, but they cut it. So like I think
Maybe some flashbacks.
I think it's implied that Steve is dead or on the verge of death. You know? Like they're talking about him in the past tense as if he doesn't exist anymore. Like not even as
well,
like,
they don't know where he is. Or maybe they faked his death.
Maybe, but
like Nick Fury faked his death.
Yeah, but like the two people who would know where he would be is Sam and Bucky, and they talk about him as if Steve is dead, not as if he's an old man, not as if he's just not a superhero anymore, as if he's literally dead, as if he just seriously doesn't exist anymore.
Maybe what he's doing is so secret he can't have Sam and Bucky know, and that's why.
But he's an old man. What could he possibly be doing?
Playing dominoes in the park.
I don't know.
What do old men do?
There's definitely going to be
eating soup at 3:00 in the afternoon.
You eat soup at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Old men, I think. I don't know.
Steve was an old man.
Steve was an old man after the funeral, yeah, because he goes back in time and then, yeah.
Yeah, and so Falcon and Winter Soldier takes place like months after that.
What's going to happen to Bucky?
That's a good question. I think, okay,
you think he's going to go back to Wakanda? They told him not to go back to Wakanda for a while.
So I think Sam is going to go back to New Orleans, and they're going to live a peaceful little life as long as he can. I think Bucky's just going to go back to making amends.
But you make it sound like they're not. If Sam gets the shield, he's going to be the new Captain America. He's not going back to doing it. He's going to do Captain America stuff.
You just offended someone.
I ate soup this afternoon.
You offended Mr. Bill.
I like soup.
Soup is gross.
I like soup.
I like the soup from Samurai, and that's it.
I appreciate a good like tomato basil soup with grilled cheese or something like that. So, um,
No, but like,
Bucky, what did you? Here's what I hope. I hope he grows his hair back. I like the long hair, Bucky. I said that a few times.
who, Sam or Bucky? Andrew, sorry, I'm not addressing you. I'm
He
addressing
might be with Fury and the Skrulls. You talking about
Steve.
Steve?
That's what I said.
Maybe Steve was a Skrull.
No.
What? What is that face?
Now you sound like a crazy person. No, okay, but like the thing is like it would be so like Marvel for them to be like, haha, Steve's up in space, like haha joke, like crazy people think he's not dead, haha, and then have him actually not be dead and be in space.
Here's what I don't want to happen.
Have them.
Here's what I don't want. The same thing I didn't want happening in WandaVision's finale, and it did not happen, which I was glad that it did not happen. And that is out of nowhere at their most dire moment,
someone comes back.
Some Avenger or some hero that we haven't seen from yet appears out of nowhere and saves the day.
See, but like you say that, and then you also want Steve to punch John Walker in the face. So,
but
like,
that's just a little scene. You know, John Walker's like sneaking around. Next thing you know, pop down.
I don't know if you guys knew this because I didn't know this. Papa brought it to my attention. There was an end credit scene at the end of the last episode, and it was Steve, or like the most recent episode, and it was John Walker making his own makeshift shield out of like trash cans.
Now here's why it wasn't out of trash cans, but like, here's why it's dumb. Yeah. First of all, he's not making it out of vibranium because he doesn't have vibranium. Right, the
whole point of the shield is that
so he's got some kind of metal shield, dude. That's not helping you.
No, it's making you more.
You're going to still get your butt kicked.
Yeah, no, but he's also a super soldier, so like you have to keep that in mind. Like, I mean, like Carly.
He's not that super.
I mean, like the Flag Smashers are super soldiers and they don't use a shield. Like they kicked.
That's another thing. Why did that guy? How did that guy let himself get killed by the shield? Why didn't he fight back? He was a super. He had the serum.
They defeated Bucky with nothing. So like I don't know if the shield has become a symbol. Like it's what Sam. It's like what Sam had said. It's a symbol. It doesn't really add anything to his actual fighting. It just makes it more convenient and easier for him. Like, super soldiers clearly don't need some kind of weapon to make their fighting easier.
I thought the little meme I created for Instagram was funny. The picture of John Walker making the shield, and he's just a Captain America cosplayer getting ready for a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
I really like John Walker.
So Magic the Mouse is asking, so what is he going to call himself with the new shield? Well, in the comic books, John Walker is known as U.S. Agent. When he gets rid of the Captain America name, he becomes what's called U.S. Agent. He's given another name. So maybe they'll call him that. Kind of like in WandaVision, they called her the Scarlet Witch for the first time. Mm-hmm. Maybe for the first time, they'll call him U.S. Agent or something. I don't know. I think Bucky and Sam should stick together sort of as a makeshift squad. Now, I'm going to tell you what else could happen. The soldier who helps Sam out from the army, you know that guy I'm talking about? In the comics, for a little while, that character becomes the Falcon and wears the Falcon wings.
Like a double War Machine? I mean, like a War Machine.
Well, because Falcon becomes Captain America, right, and that so guy becomes Falcon.
Okay, quick little side note. When Bucky brought that thing the Wakandans made for him, I think it's a new set of wings or like a Captain.
You mean Sam?
Yeah, sorry. Bucky brought Sam the thing from the Wakandans. I think it's like a suit of some kind.
Oh, wings. Absolutely.
Whether it's like wings or
it's going to be a vibranium-based thing, yeah. I'm sure.
Pause, back up. Bucky goes back to Wakanda and says Black Panther 2. Okay, so the Wakandan soldiers told Bucky not to go back, so I'm not sure if Bucky is going to go back to Wakanda. Black Panther 2, I'm very eager to see what they do following the death of the actor, so I'm kind of leaving that up in the air. The
only reason we know these comic book references is we watch other YouTube channels.
Well, you know them, you tell me, and then I look into them and I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense.
My personal favorite is a channel called Emergency Awesome. I think I get all my sort of comic book references from them because I don't read the comics either. I did when I was a little kid, but
Do you
not
still
that
have them?
much.
You have
The
the Star Wars
comics?
comics.
I have a couple. I have mostly Batman comics.
Yeah, that's right. Not Star Wars. I'm kind of.
So I think it's a new
Wondering.
Captain America suit with wings.
Yeah, I think. It has
Maybe he should be
wings.
called the Eagle. If he's Captain America, is the
No,
Eagle.
No.
The Eagle.
No.
Because America's
The
symbol is
bird-
the Eagle,
No,
not the Falcon.
All bird-based superheroes are bad. Falcon, don't like Falcon. Hawkeye, don't like Hawkeye.
If he's the Falcon,
Eagle, none of that.
if he's the Falcon, he'll never be able to go to the Super Bowl.
See,
That's a Saints reference.
I just don't like Falcon. Like I just
He should be the
think
Eagle.
as a
Red, white, and
superhero,
blue.
that's
He
stupid.
should look like Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. He should have like a white feathered
Stop.
helmet
I
with a
love
big
Sam the
beak
Eagle.
on it.
I love Sam the Eagle. We need to talk about our love of Muppets in an episode. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, write that down in the fancy notebook.
Muppet
You're shaking the table.
episode.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
I didn't say anything about Hawkeye.
Hawkeye sucks.
Dude's got the worst
Name
haircut.
one thing Hawkeye can do.
Shoot an arrow, really good.
That's not a learned skill. You can learn to shoot an arrow.
They just wrapped production. Filming of the Hawkeye Disney Plus series is finished. They just finished that this week.
Hawkeye? Okay.
I'm actually looking forward to that show.
You know who we should talk about Hawkeye with?
We're talking about in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, though. We gotta get through the rest of it.
It's 6:30 though. We have to kind of wrap this up.
No, we'll be all right. We got a few more minutes. So what's going to happen? So the big fight, but it's going to be like an hour long. So they can't, whatever the see, right before, at the end of the last episode, they were about to attack that meeting in New York. But that can't be the whole hour. There has to be other things that happen.
They're going to wrap up the story with John Walker. They're going to wrap up the Zemo thing, which still hasn't been, I don't think it's been closed. They're going to, the Wakandan thing, the Sharon Carter thing. There's going to be other things that are going to happen.
Wait a minute. They're in New York.
They are in New York.
Could we have some New York hero cameos? Where
But
exactly?
You just said you didn't want the heroes to come in.
I didn't say I wanted it, but could we? Where is Peter Parker during this time?
I don't think they're in Brooklyn.
He's in New York. Where's Doctor Strange? He's got his sanctum. He does his.
Doctor Strange is my favorite hero.
Doctor Strange is in New York. Peter Parker's in New York. Pepper Potts is in New York.
The fact of the matter is, I don't think Peter Parker will.
There are heroes in New York.
Back? Okay, the thing is, I don't think Peter Parker will be back yet because.
You know what's really good for live stream?
Entire,
Itching the inside of your nose.
The entire
skill.
The entire last Spider-Man movie was about like him kind of getting over Tony Stark's death. Yeah. He's on a school trip. He's always on a school trip.
No. The trip. How long does this trip last?
But it's all
Falcon and Winter Soldier is X number of months after the snap,
so
after the blip.
But so is Spider-Man, whatever, Far From Home, whatever. I don't know. I haven't seen the Spider-Man movie.
Doctor Strange is still around.
See, but the thing is I don't know if they're gonna bring in Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange already has like his own weird thing that's going on.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I don't know.
There's got to be a conflict. So they have to do something with the flag smashers. They have to figure that. I think they're going to be. I think many of them will be killed off. Maybe Carly is the last one.
I think they'll all.
And she'll maybe disappear for a second season. She could disappear, and they can continue
the same exact storyline.
Well, there's a lot of great shows that have the same villain for season after season after season, right? So they could have that. John Walker, I think, is going to get arrested. He'll take his little aluminum shield out, and they'll be like, "Dude, seriously?
Banner! That would be so cool." Sorry.
Wow.
It's really loud.
Oh my god, that just went straight to my brain.
That would be so cool. I don't want to see Strange yet either. Okay, I need to.
Banner's on the run. No one knows where Banner is.
Yeah, but Banner's always on the run. He's always on the run.
I think Banner's in space. Thor's in space. He's with the Guardians. They're all flying off. I think he's up. I think Banner could be up there at the.
I don't think they're all in space. They can't all be in space. That is not possible. You know what I do want to see though? I want to see a Thor cameo in Loki because
you just blew out Magic Mouse's eardrums. Now
we need to wrap this up because I need to eat because I have practice.
Okay.
So sorry about that. I just got really excited
I can
because
stay on.
I really like Marvel.
I'm not taking you to practice. I could stay on.
No, but I don't want to.
You don't want
leave.
to. You don't want to leave because we're a team.
Yeah.
It's not Disney Assemble. It's just one of us. Then it's just Disney solo person.
We're Disney adult.
Disney person.
See? Banner is not in space. Also, if he's on the run, he's in New York. That
Right.
always means he's in New York somewhere.
So let's wrap up what we think is going to happen. Flag smashers mostly die. Some get away, go into hiding, or are available to use later.
John Walker not going away. We'll probably see him later. If he does go away, it'll be on the raft.
Go on the raft.
Introduce Thunderbolt Ross.
I think Thunderbolt Ross.
Anti-Avengers with Zemo and Abomination. And
Sam gets the shield, becomes the new Captain America.
Bucky, question mark. Sharon Carter, question mark. That's everyone.
Isaiah Bradley.
I don't think we'll see him again.
Maybe he'll die. Maybe he'll die of old age, and that'll help Sam take up,
I don't think he'll fight.
do the thing that he never had a chance to do.
I don't know, because I think the Isaiah Bradley thing was because of the social justice
Is Val going to be in this one? Yes.
Val's going to be in this
one. That's
one.
too big an actress to not
use.
to
know what they're doing with Val. Yeah. That would be very interesting.
And old man Steve Cold Cox, John Walker. That's how they arrest him. He taps him on the shoulder and says, "Excuse me, young man. Do you know what time it is?" And he turns around and he goes, "I ain't got time for you, old man." And pop. Steve goes, "Take that, poser. Get rid of that shield."
Banner's building the new campus, which isn't shield, it's sword.
That's what I think. I think that's how they arrest John Walker.
With Steve? Steve
comes up behind him and does the old man routine. You know?
I don't know.
He can do a version of what Thor and Loki did. My brother, help my brother.
Get help.
Get help.
Get help.
Then we'll do that. He goes, Steve will pretend like he's having a heart attack. And John Walker, like in his sense of patriotism and duty, runs over to help the old man. And when he looks down at him, Steve kind of looks to the side, winks at the camera, breaking the fourth wall, and then looks up and says, "Take that, poser."
That would be cool, but the get help thing is a Loki Thor thing.
And we won't say get help. He'll just say, "I'm having a heart attack."
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 a.m.
He'll punch him after he has a big sip of soup. That's right. He'll start choking on his soup. And John Walker will go do the Heimlich maneuver. And when he reaches around him, Steve goes, pow, with the back and does a stone cold stunner. That's a reference.
I don't watch wrestling.
He'll drop the people's elbow like The Rock. The Rock is going to be in Jungle Cruise. I hope he does the people's elbow in the Jungle Cruise movie.
I don't know. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 a.m.
Guys, we're going to watch it tomorrow morning. I am sure when we record our episode that comes out on Sunday, we will probably talk about it, and we'll see how many of our predictions come true. I hope you have enjoyed.
Watch it be none of them, just like WandaVision.
Probably none of them. We're probably completely off on all of them. Right. So hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Tell your friends. Yep. And until next time, see you real soon.